Hey guys, welcome back to Drawn to Yah, keeping the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, and having faith in Yahusha HaMashiach, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Today we will breach the topic of the Cointelpro. We have found out, quote unquote, who they are. Some of you guys may know this, but most of you may not. They conspired against the called a black Messiah. Hey guys, let's get into this fire. F-I-Y-A, faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, always. Calm, Yasharallah. So let's start from the beginning. Cointelpro and its lingering effects on the African American community. So, Cointelpro is an acronym for Counterintelligence Program. It was a covert operation done by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. It was initiated in the mid-20th century. Now get this. This program was designed to survey, infiltrate, discredit, and disrupt domestic political organizations in the United States. Now, however, the impact of this was really felt by the African American community, though, with its leaders and organizations such as Martin Luther King Jr. and the Black Panther Party, who had became the primary targets. Now think for a second. Think for just a little brief second. Who or why or what in the world could they have a problem with a man who just believed in peace, right? What is it that why would an intelligence agency have such a focus on this particular man? Listen to this quote. In August 1967, 4 months after King called the U.S. government the greatest purveyor of violence in the world today, 3 months after, 30 members of the Black Panther Party marched armed into California state capitol and onto the front pages of newspapers worldwide. The quote continues to say, J. Edgar Hoover, the head of America's domestic law enforcement agency, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, issued the following directive. The purpose of this new counterintelligence endeavor is to expose, disrupt, misdirect, discredit, or otherwise neutralize the activities of black nationalist, hate-type organizations and groupings, their leadership, spokesmen, membership, and supporters. Now, this is the end quote from Preventing the Rise of a Messiah by Jonathan David Farley. Now, although this was said about hate groups, I don't remember anything or still see anything happening on the grounds of the KKK, right? Now, the effects of the Cointelpro, though, in the African American community is far-reaching and still reaching out to this day. Now, this program, directly from the enemy, effectively destabilized and fragmented many African American organizations, leading to a decline in their influence and ability to mobilize for civil rights and social justices. Now, we've all felt this disruption. It has a lasting impact on our community, its ability to organize and advocate for, the rights and things like that. But we all know that it has no effect anyway. So it was all a great pointing toward going back toward our Most High, our Father, keeping His statutes, laws, and commandments, knowing that Yahusha is our only answer. Moreover, this Cointelpro fostered a climate of fear and suspicion within our own community, amongst us, ourselves. Now, the way they did things, it all revolved around spreading disinformation, creating rifts and tears in organizations, and even orchestrating false criminal charges against leaders. These things are all documented and already been proven, guys. This is nothing that is not just out there as conjecture, okay? You know, the scriptures anyway says, "Hey, never trust your enemy." We've been sold in the land and the hand of our oppressor. So, of course, this led to a deep-seated mistrust toward government institutions and a sentiment that still persists in all around us as Israelites still to today. Now, Proverbs 6:14 through 6:19, "Foreignness is in the heart. He devises mischief continually. He soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among his brethren." So you see, the surveillance culture that Cointelpro propagated has also had crazy lasting effects, tearing families and everything apart, as well as killing many, many of us. Now, it was this program that normalized the invasive monitoring of African American, or as we know, Israelites, individuals and organizations, a practice that's still going on in various forms to this day. Now, this, amongst many other things, are the things that have contributed to the racial profiling and over-policing of Israelite communities. This has perpetuated a systemic racism within law enforcement and judicial systems. And let's not even to mention the legacy of Cointelpro has psychological effects on the Israelite community as well. But yet some would have us to believe that this is the things that we've seen and the things that we've experienced is a bunch of mess, right? A bunch of things that we are imagining. But the fear and paranoia that was engendered by this program have contributed to this sense of disenfranchisement and marginalization. And before coming to the truth, we may have sought into the ideologies and the remedies from political things, but even before that, it created a barrier to political engagement, as many Israelites fear reprisal for their activism. Now, these horrendous things and activities were and are another sign of the Deuteronomy 28 curses upon the children of the ancient Israelites, is to show what has happened because of our forefathers did not keep the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. Now, in conclusion, as we bring all of this into a close, Cointelpro may have officially ended in the 70s, as they say, but its effects continually to be felt by the Israelite community. But we cry, Yam, Kwam Yasharallah, and we know that we have already overcome by He who is within us. And we give praise and honor and glory, all praises to the Most High Yahuah. So guys, the program's legacy has much disruption, mistrust, surveillance, and above all things, fear. It has had a lasting impact, influencing the community's relationships with government institutions and shaping their experiences with American society, other nations, nationalities, and all. So until next time, guys, y'all have a good one. Shalom.